So tell us a little bit about the appraisal deadline.
Sure. So the appraisal deadline is simply the date in which the appraisal has to be completed by. So the appraiser has to get out and not only appraise the property, but submit his full appraisal report into the lender by that date. Lender has to receive it by that date, or the buyer.
The appraisal is different for different types of loans.
Yes, a conventional loan is going to pretty much always have the same kind of appraisal. FHA and VA are a little bit different. They have different requirements on their appraisals. So they basically give the option, I should say, to the appraiser to look for more health and safety items. For example, cracked panes of glass, peeling paint, things along that line may show up as a condition on a government-backed loan like FHA or VA. So the appraiser will come back and say, okay, here's 5 or 6 conditions about the property. And pretty much the seller's got to get out there and get those things remedied.
I've seen not applicable in the appraisal section on the contract, even though there's a loan. What's that about?
So that's typically per loan type. So what I put in there is not applicable per loan type if it's an FHA or a VA, because either of those programs really don't have the appraisal deadline or appraisal objection deadline. You can object to an appraisal condition on an FHA or a VA pretty much right up to closing. And the seller's not going to be able to retain earnest money if an issue comes up where they're not allowed to close based on appraisal. So perhaps the appraiser comes back with it's at value, but there's a condition on the appraisal, and that doesn't get remedied. Something that came up and said, the underwriter came back and said, no, we don't feel this was sufficiently handled. There's nothing we can do.